Hey there, Johnny Daniel, your Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. Hey, well, we're in the fall, even though it's still 100 degrees, but I thought I'd show you this triple stamped at the same time card. I'd have to think about the name of it. Anyways, so this is what I'm going to show you really quick. So I have got a piece of basic white thick cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. Okay. And then we've got tons of paper, all cut at 1/4 inch increments. So the Cajun Craze is 5 1/4 by 4. The white alternating, right? The white is 5 by 3 3/4. The pumpkin pie is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Let's see. The basic white is cut at that's about where my math goes. Sorry. Basic white is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Cajun Craze again is 4 1/4 by 3, and the last final basic white is cut at 2 3/4 by 4. So just basically take your largest one and then minus 1/4 inch off of each mat. Okay, so for this one I got to take the mats away, so we're going to keep the white, keep the white, keep the white. Okay, now I'm going to grab my mini glue dots, and we're going to stick one in the middle here. If you have temporary tape, that works too, but this is what I have within reach. So you're going to want to center it best you can and then stick it down, and then grab my mini glue dot, stick it down. Try to not get right on top of your other one, so that way it just doesn't spin. Try to straighten out. Okay, so we've got our platform now, and I've got my ink, Cajun Craze pumpkin pie. All right, so my skeleton of my leaf is going to be Cajun Craze. You want to make sure, now the original one, I hadn't gone very far off. You need to make sure to go enough off such that you get the effect, right? Because if you don't have anything stamped on the outside, guess what? You're going to be not so hot, huh? All right, so, and then this one's going to go over here like falling leaves, right? Okay, and then this one's going to go here, making sure to kind of tilt a tiny bit to make sure it goes down. All right, let me get a rag real quick. Those microfiber cloths from your glasses work great for that. All right, so now I'm gonna grab my pumpkin pie. Here's a tip for you. Grab your tips of your leaves and just dip them in the ink. And then this is gonna go here. Okay, and then we're gonna dip here, dip in the tips. And this is gonna go here, making sure to really get that edge, because if it doesn't go down, what's the point? And then we're gonna go here. Okay. I guess somebody's emptying the trash. All right, so that's our all right, let me get that done. All right, so we've got that. That's all done, and I'm like, I could have one more in the middle, right? So let's stamp one more in the middle. We can do this kind of leaf right in the middle. Let's see here. And then we'll stamp this one. Yeah, I don't like how that came out. Let's do this. Okay. So there's all my pieces and parts. Now I have a scrap of white and a scrap of Cajun Craze. So I'm just gonna stamp my with a grateful heart. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm gonna grab my snips and I'm gonna do my angles. And just gonna cut down. I didn't cut that very straight. Let's do it again. Better. Okay. So now I'm gonna grab my other angle. Okay. Now we're gonna, it's still not perfectly straight, but yeah, whatever. No worries. Stick this on here. Cut my angles. And then we're going to peel these apart. And peel this apart. See, and now it doesn't matter if there's gaps and all that because the mats fill in those gaps. Alright, so we're going to grab here. And I line up all of mine before I glue everything down so I don't mess up. It's just that simple. So I've got here, it's my first mat. Okay. Then my second mat is my white. With a little bit on the edges, and as we go it'll get to be more. So we've got here. Okay, almost done. It is a bit with all the layers, but it's a cool technique. Triple telescoping technique, I think is what this is called. I'll have to verify that. But for now, that's what I'm calling it. So, grab my Stampin' Seal. So we're gonna grab here. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab my dimensionals. Put a couple on the back. And figure out where it didn't stamp right or what you want to do and just figure it out. Okay, so there's that. Then I've got my pecan pie and my clear ribbon dots. So we're gonna stick a couple of those on there. Do we need more? Let's do some smaller ones. You always want to have an odd number and then kind of do triangles. So, all right, so that's my telescoping card. That's what I'm calling it. And I hope you enjoyed. So, enjoy your fall, even though it's 100 degrees. Follow me for more, stampinwithjohnny.com. See you later.